If you're not buying, you're renting. If you're not renting, you're buying. I mean, it's that simple. I think a little bit of perspective is in order here. A lot of people are freaking out about interest rates, freaking out about home prices, freaking out about a lot of stuff that in reality we've already gotten guidance on. I think people's incomes are not going up anytime in the near future. So what's going to happen? I think it's going to be a softer market for buyers and sellers, but why aren't prices going to fall? Why isn't the equity going to drop like we saw in 2008 and 2009? We still have a significant shortage of homes and a huge housing demand. The housing demand crisis has been going on for much longer than this inflation, which a lot of people are saying, short term, it's going to be a short term burden. I don't know if that's really the correct answer. I mean, it's very hard. I know a lot of economists like to compare apples to apples, but it's really not apples. I know a lot of economists like to compare, previous inflation hikes to this current one, but you really can't do that. I mean, we have advanced so far in so many different sectors that, back in the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s even, when we had these other extra bouts of inflation, it was nothing like today because there weren't as many consumer goods and luxury items that people could purchase. I mean, if you don't have a Netflix subscription today, I mean, you're basically a psychopath. I don't know anyone that doesn't have Netflix or access to Netflix. And now we have Hulu, Netflix. We have charging stations, subscription services to who knows what. So the comparison is just not there, in my opinion. So what does that mean for the real estate market? I think it's a hard question to answer, especially in a 2 or 3 minute video. But I think the most important thing that anyone could really do is make sure that if they are in the market, they plan out what their next steps look like. If you're selling, let's figure out, what does that mean for you? Where are you going after you sell? Are you looking to upsize, downsize? Are you laterally moving into another section, or are you relocating across country? We need to explore the options to make sure that whatever you're trying to do makes sense, that we can actually get it done, and that you're going to be happy with the payment afterwards. For investors, we look at a lot of different things, mainly cash flow. Most of my investors are cash flow heavy. They don't look at equity as closely as they look at cash flow. And we look at 5 to 10 year plays. If you're looking to buy something, the most and the only important number, one of two, is what your monthly payment's going to be. Where do you want to live, and can you afford that asset class? There's nothing else that really matters. If you have been thinking of buying, but you didn't do it last year, or you didn't do it the year before that, or you didn't do it the year before that, if your monthly payment is $3,000, well, you basically just wasted $100,000 thinking about it. So if you were living in the property, obviously paying that note down, even if you had a drop in equity, you'd still be you would have still have been putting money to your future and investing in yourself. All that money you're getting for rent, you're not getting that back. Sorry. So hopefully this will put some stuff into perspective. I just get a little upset when people want to do something and they don't plan it out. I'm all about planning. If you've seen anything else that I've put out recently, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And that's it.